Now they just need to hold on for 25 more seconds, something that they can do easily in their sleep. But it's going to come down to these big slays. They have Faze Clan going on respawn screen, getting cycled, but sometimes you lose the crucial fight. Renegade goes big with the assault rifle. His teammate cleans up FormaL before the trades can come in. Optic Gaming still scoring, but Faze have the numbers advantage, and APG somehow gets the stick. Is it enough? Yeah, these are the juggernauts of the HCS, right? Everyone's been talking about who can maybe upset these two, but all we know is that the Charlotte Grand Finals is the best Grand Finals we've had in years. Best of sevens that go to game sevens. That's what it feels like whenever these two teams match up. And yeah, I always have a feeling that whoever loses this one is probably going to meet them once again in the Grand Finals.
It's an opening battle break for Faze Clan as they take 3 down. Lucid, last player alive, and he stagger deaths. He staggers. Goes down to Royal 2, but APG trades out off spawn. Great job there answering back to a tough sequence as Optic lost numbers, but does well to play off their back foot and prevent Faze from really starting a spree here of scoring, instead delaying it here to now they're in the single digits. But now potential trip cap as Renegade looks to hold C. It's a huge piv against FormaL. If FormaL can take that, he'll take back C as he does just that. Optic stopping the bleeding for now.
And it just shows you how much respect that Renegade gives to FormaL in that gunfight. The second he's down a shot, he knows that FormaL's not going to miss, right? So he tries to back down, isn't able to stay alive, and FormaL coming back and winning that gunfight is the reason why Optic Gaming now has a 2 capture hold and are working on a trip cap instead of potentially being trip cap themselves. Oh, okay, he went for it. I respect it. Hey, a little bit, that's tippable from FormaL right there to go for that sort of ninja in that position.
Even more tippable, though, to Snakebite, who predicted the whole thing. Little stutter step forward, took 2 steps back, and then instead it was FormaL getting the back smack. Despite that really heads-up play, potential ninja in the shroud screen as we have a back-and-forth matchup here early. This one's deadlocked at 25, but Faze holds A and C.
Remember, this map, it's so swingy, right? Because of how small it is, how many power weapons are on the map. The second that a team gets firm control and has a spawn trap in place, that's when the game can be over. And Optic Gaming are in a scary trouble right now. Trip cap on board. They're collapsing on the green wall, and with rockets coming up, Faze might just start to run away.
And the only thing more frightening than a trip cap here for Optic Gaming is Renegade, an absolute monster on strongholds. 1.4 KD against the league's very best, and he's following that up here with a pretty solid effort. Was 5-1 at one point, now 5-3, so Optic, recognizing that win condition for Faze Clan with Renegade popping off, shuts him down.
That's such a tough spot for Faze Clan to lose the rockets there, right? They won those gunfights, but they weren't able to take care of Lucid and FormaL at the middle map. And when you let these two get away, they're going to punish you each time. Lucid's ability to pick up any weapon on the map and use it to the best of its ability is second to none in Halo Infinite. And right now, they're letting him have his way on this map. No wonder he's double positive to start this game. 5 in a row for the MVP.
Lucid, 5 kills in a row and 5 shots to work with in that shotgun, but no, he gets depleted. Only 2 shots left in the shotgun, but the life depletes for Lucid. It's going to open up an opportunity here for Faze Clan to push through mid-map, but they disregard B. APG is there anchoring it. Renegade doesn't know it. APG with the 4 perfect shots maintains the positioning for Optic, but there's a lot of topsy-turvy scoring going on. A and C both flipping in both teams' position, which will retain the scoring for now for Optic, coming back only down 30.
APG's this first line of defense. He needs to get a couple kills to prevent this Faze Clan roster from pushing their way forward. And unfortunately, he just doesn't get enough damage, doesn't get a kill to facilitate a stop. And you see Faze, the second they get that numbers advantage, they're not satisfied with one. They want it all. Trip cap, once again, we're seeing Faze consistently play for the knockout punch in this game. And while Frosty might just secure it, he puts 2 down, disintegrating the competition. Rockets are up, and Faze Clan can run away.
And this is a narrative shift for this Faze Clan that started off as slaying powerhouses, but lacking in objective efficiency there. As soon as all 4 went down for FaZe Clan, you didn't have to wait a single second to see Frosty on the hill capturing A. You didn't have to wait a single second to see Royal 2 here in the same situation, capping C. It's all led to a trip cap and a pretty dominant lead here now for FaZe Clan as they've doubled up on Optic.
Royalty's doing his best to survive. FormaL finally gets that pick, and that's going to be huge for Optic to at least not feel overwhelmed by that pressure in the middle lane. They're going to be able to move and try to capture a hill now because of Royals 2's death, but that doesn't mean they have to not execute on the following play. They need to find slays in this game, and so far, FaZe, they are all positive. They are just running full engine. Optic Gaming need to start to find answers in the kill feed.
Lucid with back-to-back killing sprees. Oh, a potential sticky there doesn't go down. The back-to-back killing sprees have earned Lucid and Optic Gaming A and C for now. Frosty, though, looking to change those plans as he's got help at the side of C. This is, again, the objective efficiency. FaZe Clan down numbers in the moment, but capturing C instead. No, APG breaks that up. There's a huge defensive effort there from APG, just as it looked like FaZe Clan was about to continue the scoring. Optic keep it within a 1-minute game.
It's just impressive by Frosty. He doesn't really do much in that position, but him staying alive, keeping those spawns away from Optic Gaming, just proved to be frustrating. And it's going to come down to a big individual play by FormaL to take down Frosty and to push out these spawns to stop the rampage that FaZe was on. And Renegade, he's been a frustrating kill. That Shroud Screen keeping him alive. Someone take down Renegade. There we go. FormaL finally puts him down to the respawn screen, but not before a frustrating series of events go down.
FormaL was not fooled for 1 second by that Shroud Screen, and Royal 2 mistakenly steps onto the Plasma Sticky. That FormaL place there, but I loved the play earlier back at C for FormaL. Recognizing the Shroud Screen going low, he says, fine, I'll go high. I'll take the high ground if you guys want me to. Takes the high ground, takes down Renegade after a slippery, squirrely play with the Shroud Screen from him. And because of it, Optic Gaming bouncing back strong. This is nearly tied now, Garrett. A potential trip cap as well if Renegade can't capture C.
You thought maybe this hill was going to be an easy capture for FaZe after FormaL misses that first rocket, but no, Lucid and Trippy work in tandem, fly through the middle of the map and try to pick up that slack, and it prevents FaZe from getting out of the trip cap early. It lets them keep scoring, and it lets them take the lead. A complete shift in this game from Optic Gaming.
The anchor point right now in this match, if that can flip and rotate to FaZe, they likely take the lead into the 200s. If Optic can hold it, they likely take the lead to the 200s. Looking strong so far as it's a team wipe for FaZe Clan, and now Optic, they can walk around the map freely. Trippy grabs the red rifle as a result. Luckily for FaZe Clan, there aren't more options on the map because Optic would have had full control of any of the sandbox they wanted.
Oh, Trippy using that Shroud Screen so effectively. Unfortunately, he was just out of ammo in that shotgun for the follow-up, but I love how the meta will evolve in these next few weeks with that Shroud Screen. Teams still getting used to how to use it. You can poke your way in and out, figure it out when your auto-aim activates, when it doesn't, and find the perfect ways to maneuver. And Trippy obviously already has a head start. Phenomenal plays from him.
APG, he goes for the post-mortem trade, but Trippy cleans it up instead. But Snakebite takes down Trippy, looking for the double across map. And it should lead to a double up on A and C for FaZe Clan. And what a time for it, as Optic had eclipsed into that 200-point mark, actually reaching 216, right on the brink of closing out game one. It's now FaZe Clan instead with that AC hold as they look to reach the 200-mark threshold.
And remember, this map, it's like a pendulum, right? It swings one way, it'll come back just as hard the other. Optic Gaming's push is stopped, and now FaZe, they have control of everything. The trip cap's in place, and they're not stopping, trying to will their way forward to win this game. It's really going to come down to this push from Trippy and FormaL. Frosty needs to get his shields back. FormaL gets the trade, and that's going to allow Trippy to have one more chance to push this out.
Trippy with that shotgun looking to flip C and this game on its head as FaZe Clan now approaching the 200 mark, but it stops right there. Trippy with that shotgun play now has control of C, and you have APG on B. Efficient. You'll give FaZe Clan A all day if it means you flip B and C. Masterful work in positioning there from Optic Gaming.
Now they just need to hold on for 25 more seconds, something that they can do easily in their sleep. But it's going to come down to these big slays. They have Faze Clan going on respawn screen, getting cycled, but sometimes you lose the crucial fight. Renegade goes big with the assault rifle. His teammate cleans up FormaL before the trades can come in. Optic Gaming still scoring, but Faze have the numbers advantage, and APG somehow gets the stick. Is it enough?
APG with the sticky trade on B. It's going to take a last-second effort. Frosty's in B, but Optic is in A. They're going to have to quickly rotate here to the planner side, or Optic should continue scoring and win this game. They do! Royal 2 not quick enough to get to the planner tire side as Optic wins game 1, 250 to 200.
And sometimes it's not pretty the way that you win games, but the play that APG made at the end was just enough. That stick to take the player down with him stops the push for long enough to make this game too far gone, right? It's not pretty. He's missing shots, he's missing elbows, but he'll take a blueberry to the grave. And look at how much time it takes. Another 7 seconds for them to get into that hill, and that allows FormaL to win the rotation towards A. And now, because of those 7 seconds, there's just not enough time to react to the rotation. FormaL wins the game, but APG sets up that opportunity with the martyrdom.